Yes, guys, what's up? Let's get straight into this. The Marmoush deal. Here we go. Medical today. Hopefully that's done and dusted. Hopefully we can start to get some adults out on the pitch starting today. I really don't want to see a midfield of kids. I don't want to see kids out there today. Poro needs to play 30 minutes, whatever. I'd love to see him start. I'd love to see these other players start. I understand, you have to play the 45 and you can sub at half, or they have to come in at the end of the half. But I know in the past we've done that where you play certain players and then when they come in with 30 minutes to go, they can take over the game. I know we've done that in the past with like Kane and Son, and you upgrade your players halfway through. Whatever. We need to get these players going. The fact that they're not match ready, I think, is just a bunch of excuses that I don't really have time for. Why aren't these players match fit? Some of them have had plenty of time off since the World Cup. Poro should be kicking balls around. That guy's fitter than anything. So the fact that he hasn't started, hopefully he has now, as far as gotten back up to speed, I just find that maddening. Why aren't these players fit? They didn't move the start of the season. Everybody needs to know. So if that's the case then, and this backup group isn't good enough, then we should have been looking in other leagues to bring in better quality players. You got these donut Manchester United fans going on about, oh, Spurs spent so much and look how bad they were and they lost and all this stuff. Well, you know what? Nobody played. Or some played half a match. I don't think it got any better at the half when players switched off, when players on the substitutions. I hear a lot about Gray and Bergvall need to go out on loan. If they go out on loan, they will not be club trained for Europe. So it's pointless to send either one of them out on loan because they will lose their club trained status. And I believe since they're right around that mark, the homegrown thing won't even work because they'll be over 21. Maybe there's still a chance for that to happen. We all know Gray's not going anywhere. He'll be on the bench. He'll be club trained, all of that. So the question with Bergvall is, do you keep him and use this year for him to gain weight, to train him up, to fit, to become a De Zerbi type player? Or do you sell him? That's the question. Please feel free to leave a comment, like the video, give me a subscription if you haven't. I want to thank Daniel Levy for bringing in a player like James Maddison, who is just continuously hurt, injured, 33%er. We knew that when we signed him. Yet, Levy says, no, come in. I can get you for a bargain. For Charleston, he signed. So this great negotiator, I said, hey, he can't hurt us anymore. Well, he is actually hurting us. We are still paying the Levy price. I know there's some controversy about his stakes being sold, but the money's not there. Be careful with that. Look up what's going on with the LA Lakers and the LA Dodgers right now. The guy went to the Middle East to get some money to help buy the team, the Lakers. A year later, he's selling that stake because he doesn't have the money and he's trying to raise capital to pay debt, I believe, on insurance companies that he owns. The Boston Celtics were just sold to a guy, I forget what exactly they call it, but if you saw the movie Pretty Woman, that's what the guy does for a living. He buys companies, breaks them up, sells them off for profits, trims the fat, then sells the company off. It seems to be exactly what he's doing with the Boston Celtics. They've been cutting payroll left and right. And you had a team that could have had a championship run that is now focused on saving money. So the whole Enoch out thing, which I was on board with, but right here, right now, with what they've done this summer, they can stick around. The Levy shares, again, that whoever buys the Levy shares isn't going to have any type of true say in the matter. So that's fine. But just be careful. The NBA changed some stuff around with the Celtics so they could get the money that they wanted to get, to thus, when they do the expansion teams, they can get top dollar for that. The guy that owns the Celtics did not have the money to buy the Celtics. Yet the deal went through. There was a certain percentage of the money that he needed to put in, and they kind of dodged the rules. And with the value of all these clubs going up and up and up and up, this is what you're going to get. They're going to manipulate to sell to people that can't afford it. And the NFL is going nuts as far as, overvaluing and trying to squeeze every nickel and dime out of their fans. And now they're coming overseas. There's talks of a European division. Good luck. I do like how people are starting to say, and this is the worry that I have for football, because the NFL is exploiting itself. And, there were some matches with the Spanish League that were going to Dubai and all that stuff, and that got postponed. And I think they were going to try to play a match in Miami, but the teams went nuts on it. These players are already stretched too thin. And that's why me, as a Tottenham fan, I have to suffer because Poro's not ready. Even Sir Jed Spence didn't play over the weekend. And I understand he switched teams. But why aren't these guys ready? Poro's, 25? Why is he not kicking a ball around? He's good to go. This is it's my frustration. I am way club over country. So Daniel Levy is still affecting us. What you saw on Saturday, those were mostly his players. I know Gary Neville's going on about all that. Well, good thing for Gary Neville is Manchester United are not going to be spending money. They are the Levy-led Spurs. And they're going to start falling. They'll finish 4th. They'll finish 5th. They'll finish 8th. They'll finish 4th. They're not bringing people in. And a section of their fan base is going, Spurs are morons. See what happened? We're smart. That's the Levy's defenders. But you did pay 60 for Charleston. You did pay 40 for Gray. You paid whatever you paid for Madison, who barely plays. So the Levy supporters, come on, guys. Get real. It's what happens on the pitch. Never capitalized on growth. And then I hear a lot of stuff about today. Today's match. Charlton. At home. 3-1, 4-1, 3-0. They did pretty well against West Ham. They're 2-0. Oh, we have Premier League players. Do ya? Do we? That's not what I saw on Saturday. Saturday looked like to me we were a League One side. Don't take this game lightly. Not that it matters from a fan's point of view. I want to see a strong midfield today. I am tired of this youth midfield. It doesn't work. We all know it doesn't work. Bergvall is rated by a lot of clubs, but he needs a developmental season. Like I said, you can't loan him, because if you loan him, he'll lose club trained. Not exactly sure on the homegrown thing, but you really need him club trained homegrown for Europe. So don't loan him. You either sell him or you use this as a developmental season. Get stronger. This is what I want you doing. Let him train with the first team all the time. Get him minutes here and there. And almost like hit the reset button with Bergvall. Or you sell him. That's all I got for today. Please win today. Stay in this cup competition. I've said all along, we're going back to the Champions League. And we're going to make some deep cup runs. I'm still confident in the Champions League. I have to say, I'm not so confident in the cup runs. Get through today by hook or by crook, as one gentleman likes to say, and get through this and advance. Survive and advance today. Hopefully I'm wrong and it is a 3-0, 3-1 win. But I want to see the adults playing today. Please give this video a like. Please subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you on the next one. It's all going to be all right.